This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The community of Weatherly is revved up for a big weekend. We have the details on this weekend's Weatherly Hill Climb. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Lisa Sugart, sitting in for Ken Cara. Tonight we begin with headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. One man is dead after shots rang out last night in the city, and Hazleton's police chief is calling it an execution. Police responded to the area of Alter and West 4th Streets around 10:30 last night to investigate a report of gunshots. The victim, a man in his 30s, was found in the area of West 4th Street and Emerald Court. He sustained gunshot wounds and was transported to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, where he was pronounced dead. His identity has not yet been released pending notification of family. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, surveillance cameras in the area show an argument on a lot on Alter Street. Police found blood stains that led them to the victim. Chief Frank DeAndre is now asking people who saw the incident to call police by dialing 911 if they are in the Hazleton area, or else call 459-4940 if outside of the area. Well, turning to other news this evening, people from all over the area will converge on the borough of Weatherly this weekend. I had the pleasure of talking with two of the men who helped make this big event possible. Well, tonight's the big night, the kickoff of the annual Hill Climb weekend in the borough of Weatherly. Here to tell us all about it is Mayor Tom Connors and also Joe Seibert, who is the Hill Climb president and also a member of Borough Council. Joe, I'm going to start with you. The big parade kicks off tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it does, and it should be pretty interesting. We have the drivers put their cars in it, and we have some of the commercial businesses that sponsor the event put their vehicles in, and it's just a nice way to start the weekend off. Afterwards, you can come down to the pit area and you can meet some of the drivers and look at their cars. And the Relay for Life group will be down there, and they'll have food and drinks available at a little bit of a nice price. So it's a good way to get things rolling for the weekend.
All righty. And a lot of festivities taking place. Mayor, you want to give us a brief synopsis and invite everybody to come out?
Oh, it's all good. Everybody knows they're welcome in Weatherly. We have the parade. It starts off with the parade and then the races on Saturday. Saturday after the race, we have the K9 clubs having their first dog walk. People are welcome to participate in that. There's a small fee, and that should be great. We have our yard sales going on all weekend, both days. Maps throughout the town. People could pick up the maps and know exactly where to go. It's a pretty exciting weekend for us. And if I could reach out there, I'm helping the Little League raise money for a sound system on Saturday and Sunday between 1 and 3. We invite people to come down and pie the mayor. So you could put a pie in my face for a small donation. And if there's any mayors out there that would like to step in, fill in while I'm wiping pie off my face, I invite them down. You know, mayors have to stick together, and I'm hoping 1 or 2 stop by and help me out for the event. But it's a good cause, and it's going to be a great weekend.
All right, so much happening in the borough of Weatherly. There's fireworks on Saturday as well. The circus is in town tonight. There's so much going on. So please don't miss the Weatherly Hill Climb big weekend this weekend in town. And Kenny will have more on the racing a little later in sports. Tomorrow marks the 12th annual National Trails Day Hike and Bike. The Greater Hazleton Area Civic Partnership will host the free event at the Hazleton Rails to Trails, Route 93 and 424 Hazleton. The festivities begin 11 a.m. and include a free picnic-style lunch from noon till 2 p.m. There will be free health screenings by the Lehigh Valley Health Network and the Innovation Playground, sponsored by the Hazleton YMYWCA, plus free bike maintenance and tips, free bike helmets for the kids while supplies last, all tomorrow. Well, this Sunday is Flag Day. To mark that occasion, the annual Flag Day program will be held tomorrow outside the Laurel Mall. The program begins at 1 p.m. tomorrow at the flagpoles outside the Laurel Mall's main entrance. Everyone is invited. And the Wilkes-Barre VFW District 11 is sponsoring a Raise the Flag Day rally tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Kirby Park in Wilkes-Barre. That event will honor the flag and pay tribute to our nation's military and emergency responders. Wear your uniform or a red, white, or blue shirt. If you have a flag, please bring it along. Lawn chairs and blankets are also welcome. Still ahead, Kenny talks race times and records for the big hill climb. Plus, we will introduce you to 2 new furry friends from the Hazleton Animal Shelter.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're celebrating at Sand Springs in Celebrations. It is the hottest spot to have your wedding. And each Friday we're telling you about some testimonials, people that had their weddings here and were very happy. So we're pleased to be back here at Sand Springs with Diane and Dale Kivler. And they are going to tell us about their experience, because I believe you got married in May of 2014, right?
That's correct, yes.
All right, so the day of your wedding, May is always one of those months we don't know if it's going to rain, we don't know if the sun's going to be out, but unfortunately for you, we had some rain here, right?
Yes, I was watching it like a hawk all week, of course, and it was 52% all week. And when we got here, it started to cloud up on us. So I was upstairs with my bridal party getting ready, and I was already in my dress, and I was adamant on having it off at 3:30.
Okay.
And Stacy came upstairs and she's like, unfortunately, it's starting to rain. Now, of course, in my head as a bride, I want my ceremony outside because the patio out there is gorgeous.
Right.
Everything's all set up. And I'm going, okay. And she said that she already spoke to Dale, and Dale said, whatever I want.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course he said whatever you want.
So, I of course, I didn't want to cry. So I'm like, well, just bring it in. Just bring it in. I didn't want to wait. She's like, okay, just give me 10 minutes. So she set up with the staff, which is wonderful. And then she came back upstairs 10 minutes later and said, it stopped raining. And she goes, we could set up outside, is not a problem whatsoever. And I looked at her, I'm like, I'm so sorry. She goes, just give me 10 minutes and it'll be perfect.
Now, Dale, you were able to actually use the facilities the day of, because unlike us brides, you know, that take 3 hours in the morning to get ready, I'm sure you had nothing to do all morning, right?
Yeah, in the morning, we actually, a group of my friends and I came up. There was 12 of us total. We played golf the day of the wedding.
Nice.
And, you know, it was great. Like, all of us got to go out together. We played a little captain and crew tournament. We actually gave a prize out at the wedding to whoever had the lowest score out of all of us. So it was a great time.
Did you have the lowest score?
Of course not.
All right, and for those people out there who are getting married, I know like usually the bride has the final say, maybe not for you. What is your recommendation to any groom out there?
My recommendation would be to put your thoughts into it. But you know, in the end, the bride does usually get what she wants.
I love you, Dale. I know why you married this man. The bride always gets what she wants. So when in doubt, just listen to your bride is what you're trying to tell us.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you guys. I wish you many, many years of good luck. You did have rain on your wedding day, so I think you're set for life. He's a lifer, I think. What do you think?
I think so too.
Okay, and thank you for joining us here at Sand Springs. Again, each Friday we're talking with brides and grooms who have their weddings here at Celebrations at Sand Springs.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Time now for News 13 weather from the National Weather Service. It looks nice out there now, but you may want to keep that umbrella handy. Taking to the forecast, some scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 o'clock tonight, could produce gusty winds and heavy rain. Cloudy skies, low of 68 degrees. Then moving to our 4-day outlook, taking a look at Saturday, isolated showers, then scattered showers and thunderstorms afternoon. Cloudy skies, a high of 81 degrees. Scattered showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. tomorrow night, then a slight chance of showers. Otherwise cloudy with a low down to 61. Partly sunny on Sunday with temperatures around 78 degrees. Looks perfect. And then Sunday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, cloudy with a low of 63. On Monday, as we head back to work, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, cloudy skies, high of 78 degrees. More showers possible Monday night with a low around 66. And that chance of showers and thunderstorms stays with us through Tuesday. Cloudy skies with a high temperature of 81 and a low getting down to 62 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Here's a look at the winning lottery numbers. For the pick 2, 71, the pick 3, 993, pick 4, 9803, and the pick 5, 36407. Good luck if you played. And we want to tell you that tonight's winning lottery numbers are brought to you by Boyer Insurance, with 2 locations to serve you, one in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue and one in Nescapec on Broad Street. Call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. Time now for our weekly feature from the Hazelton Animal Shelter. It's Adopt Me.
Hello, we're here at the Hazelton Animal Shelter. We have Pirate. Pirate is a Jack Russell Terrier mix. He's about 9 years old. Very, very sweet dog. He's already neutered. He's been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease, and he tested negative. Very, very sweet dog. He'd be a great dog for a senior or a home that there's not a lot of activity. He just loves to be pet. He'll just sit next to you, lean up against you, and let you pet him all day. Very, very sweet dog. I had taken him to the senior center here in Hazelton, and he went up to everybody and they were all petting him. He was so very, very happy. I think he'd just make a terrific addition to anybody, senior, even a family with kids. He's good with other animals. Just a great little dog. And now we're gonna go see the cats.
And here I am with Sylvester. Sylvester is an approximately 8-month-old domestic shorthair who's very friendly and affectionate and loves to be held, as you can see. While he really enjoys human company a lot, he also enjoys the company of other cats, as he gets along really well in our colony, despite the fact that he's brand new here. Sylvester is already neutered and up to date on all of his vaccinations, including rabies and distemper. He's also already neutered and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV both, and has come up negative. Despite being very young, Sylvester is not very rambunctious or playful. He mainly just wants to be held and loved all day long. We think Sylvester would do great in a home with first-time pet owners or experienced pet owners as well, as he gets along really well with other animals. So if anybody at home is interested in Pirate, Sylvester, or any of the other dogs or cats we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Parade kicks everything off on Friday, 7 p.m. with the drivers. Action starting on Saturday at 9 a.m., around 9 a.m. Same thing on Sunday around 9 a.m. And Joe, you told me something interesting. Last year in the spring, a Spanish team stopped by, had the fastest times, I think you told me, in the spring, and they came from New York City. So the word's really getting out with this thing.
Yeah, it is. They were here promoting one of their kit cars, and they were a professional driving team. I mean, you could see the way they conducted themselves. They were really nice people, you know. They were drivers from the New York City area, and they go all over the country, you know. And I don't believe they're going to be here this spring, but I think the fall they're scheduled to come in town. So, but it was really nice. They loved the event. They go all over, and they said that they never seen the atmosphere and the way people, you know, accepted them. And I mean, it was really nice to know you got people like that coming, and they loved the hill. They loved the event. They thought Weatherly was a beautiful town. So, you know, they want to come back. These guys, they liked it here, and there's still an outside shot. They might be here for the spring.
That's what I think the cool thing is about the Weatherly Hill Climb. You'll see these guys who are almost professionals or are professionals with all this equipment. Then you see the grassroots, some of the local guys come out, and we should see the Alcarazes and the Jimmy Barons coming back again for this one in the spring.
Yeah, that's really nice. We have 3 local guys from Weatherly that race, Ray Coach and Jeff Rossa and Bud Grega. And Jeff Ross, his father's racing now too, Jeff Sr. So I mean, it's growing, and you have guys from Freeland, and the Wilkes-Barre area is a big draw too. So I mean, it's nice because it's getting more technical. I mean, these guys are putting a lot of money into these cars, and they're faster and they're safer. I mean, the speeds are unbelievable. Years ago, if you got under a minute, you were doing really well, and now you got guys getting down in 47 seconds. You know, I mean, it's going around corners that are marked 15 mile an hour. You got a car going 102 mile an hour through there. I mean, it's pretty fascinating. I mean, and like you go to Pocono, yeah, you get your seat in the bleachers there and stuff, but you're, a good distance from the track. Where here, we put you in safe areas, and I mean, a lot of times you could basically almost touch the car where you're at. And so, I mean, and you can get a seat like that. It's not going to cost you nothing because everything's free. I mean, you just park your car, walk up to the event, and, hey, we got people all over to show you where to go or where you can't go, because safety is the number one with this, whether it's the drivers or the spectators or the corner workers. And it's a nice family atmosphere, and it's a cheap day out for people.
You do have great food, a lot of local organizations who make a lot of money off of this. It's important to them, Little Leagues, Cub Scouts, so get out there, support them as well. Now, on Sunday, Joe, you have your, I think you said the Hill of Fame or the Hall of Fame kind of for the Weatherly Hill Climb. There'll be 2 people inducted. Talk about that a bit.
Yeah, we're inducting Dan Lipperini and his wife, Carol Lipperini. Now, they've been involved with the hill climb scene, not just in Weatherly, but all over since the early 60s. And Danny's actually the guy that showed myself and our group how to put the event on, because he, just before we took over, he talked to me and said, hey, I can't do this no more. I don't have the contacts, and insurances were going up. So I talked to him, and, we started to work together. And it's been a nice ride with Dan and Carol. So they're going to get something that they really deserve. I mean, they deserve to be part of that Hill of Fame. And there's a lot of good people there. If you get a chance, come down and look at it. It's a nice little, it's a beautiful area. We have flowers, a flagpole, and we have a nice stone there with everybody's names on. And it's something that's really touching, because there's a lot of people that dedicate, a lot of time and a lot of their own money to make all of this work, And just to get a pat in the back once in a while is nice.
Happy birthday to my little bro, Rick. And hi, everybody. This is Short Shots, and strange things are happening. Like a sports bar watching a soccer match during the Belmont horse race last Saturday. My friend and his friends completely forgot about the race that 90,000 attended. I would never mention his last name, but his first name is Kenneth, and he anchors FYI Local News 13, and the bar is Sammy's. Mother of God! The Belmont Stakes lasted 2 minutes and 26 seconds, while the soccer match went on and on for hours and hours. However, in defense of all area soccer fans who all could possibly fit into Sammy's on East 2nd Street, it was the World Cup. So I do understand. Not really. No, I do, and I'm only kidding, guys. But besides that, other strange things are happening. Cunningham Builders of the Valley West Little League went the entire season and one playoff game in a double elimination tournament without winning one game. 0-22, while losing to every team in the league 3 times. Then last Sunday, they finally won a game in 8 innings, eliminating a team they lost to 3 times. It would be ridiculous and crazy, but they're still alive, and if they would win 4 more games, including tonight at Whispering Willows, they could be Valley West Little League champs at 5-22. That won't happen, believe me, but it could. The San Francisco Giants had a pitcher throw a no-hitter for the last 4 years in a row. The last one by rookie Chris Heston this week. Joey Votto of the Reds hit 3 home runs in 1 game against the Phillies. No doubt about it, strange things are happening. American Pharoah became horse racing's 12th Triple Crown winner and first since 1978, 37 years ago, with an easy 5.5 length win in the Belmont in New York. Bevo Francis, who put Little Rio Grande College on the map by scoring 113 points in a 1954 game, and who was one of college basketball's great scorers, died after a long illness in Southern Ohio. During the 1952-53 season, the 6'9" center led his school with less than 100 students at that time to a 39-0 record while averaging 48 points per game. A terrific small college player, but definitely not pro material. I've seen him play at St. Joe's for the Hazelton Hawks pro team when the fans would scream, "Heave-ho, Bevo!" Clarence Bevo Francis was 82. Also this week, Abby Sack of the Hazelton area Cougars softball team was named by the Wyoming Valley Conference most outstanding player. She graduated on Wednesday night with quite a resume. Kudos, Abby. And last night, the Golden State Warriors, even the NBA Finals, 2 games apiece. They play again on Sunday, and I'll be back here on Monday. Till then, stay loose.
Be happy it's Friday and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, a dance is being held in Cunningham on Friday, June 19th at St. John Bosco Church to raise awareness of teenage depression. All students in grades 6 through 12 are invited to attend. A DJ will provide music, and the dance will be chaperoned. Donations of snacks, cold pizza, baked goods, and water are welcome. For more information, please call 570-401-9506. Our next announcement, the annual Partners for Youth Golf Tournament to benefit the Hazelton YMWCA will be held June 26th with a shotgun start at 1 p.m. The tournament is at Sugarloaf Golf Club and registration is now open. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. For more information, just call 570-455-2046. And finally, art classes are now being offered at the Hazelton Art League for the summer semester. New classes have been added, including landscape painting, abstract painting, studio jewelry, and more. Become an Art League member and receive a discount on class fee. For more information, just call 570-817-1075. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Margaret M. Harashak of Freeland. Services will be private and at the convenience of the family. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Jennifer J. Luna of Freeland. Funeral is Tuesday at 2 p.m. at the Gower Funeral Home. Friends may call from noon to 2 p.m. And Mary B. Foster of Whitehaven. Services will be announced by the Lehman Family Funeral Service. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Patricia Hostler of Tamaqua. Patricia, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
And don't forget to like us on Facebook. You can go to facebook.com/FYI News 13. And remember, we're always on at SSPTV.com. Kenny's back Monday. Until then, everyone, have a great weekend.
Burger Cadillac, Hazelton. Drive with experience.